welcome back to the channel. You know me, it's that M.I.C. Craig, aka Mr. Impact, back here on the Mr. Impact Craig YouTube channel to once again preview this upcoming Thursday, the 18th of July's episode of TNA Impact on Access TV and TNA Plus for everyone else. We have title matches, we have contract signings, but before we get into any of that, if you haven't already, please hit subscribe, follow me here, there, everywhere. On the road to 50 subscribers, just crossed over 30. Appreciate everyone who's come on board, everyone who's watched the video, everyone who's shared it. It means a lot. I appreciate you for taking the time to help me out in the way you can. But I guess without any further ado, we should kick things off and get into the preview of this upcoming TNA Impact. We start off with one half of the Knockouts World Tag Team Champions, Alicia Edwards, taking on Zaya Brookside. Yeah, that's happening. Lish versus Zaya. There's probably going to be some interference, maybe from Marshall, maybe from Spitfire. But I'm expecting a Lish win here. Zaya Brookside hasn't done a lot for me as to become more. I'm familiar with Zaya Brookside. I've seen her a lot on the independent scene over here in the UK. Never really been a massive fan, but when she's on the UK scene, she tends to be more of a heel, and I think that's what they need. What's missing. I don't know. I'm not the biggest fan of Zaya Brookside, or Alicia Edwards for that matter, but at least Alicia Edwards has given me a reason not to like her. Zaya Brookside, fine, it's happening. Alicia's gonna win, but on that, got no real interest in this match. There's gonna be some interference, has to be at this point, but yeah, I have to see how this match goes down, but not holding out a lot of hope for it. Then we have the JDC, Johnny Dango Curtis against Mike Santana. Should be more interesting. Really loving Santana's run at the minute. Since he's come back, Santana's always been good. Now we get to see him as a singles wrestler, what he can really do, what he's capable of. I'm all good with it. The JDC, still not a fan of the name change. I get it, but I'm still not a fan of it. I don't really know. Does JDC really suit the system? I mean, half people in the system don't suit the system necessarily. But at least with the JDC, you've got tag team champions from all over the world. You've got former world champions, former X-Division champion. Granted, most of that is Eddie Edwards. We've still got Moose. What was that? The Grand Championship, the Impact Grand Championship. Yeah, Moose held that for a while, didn't he? But I mean, I think that got that unified with the world title from Austin Aries, but then ununified after Aries lost the world title. It's just such a mess. But JDC in the system doesn't really make an awful lot of sense to me. I mean, he was the most over person in wrestling at one point, but that was mainly down to the theme song. Fine, see how this plays out. Again, I'm predicting a JDC win, but that's only because there's going to be something going down with the system. The system will cause some sort of trouble, some sort of distraction, and JDC will pick up the win. But I'm liking Santana. Always like Santana. And JDC, cool. We'll see how it plays out. But beyond that, I've no real interest in JDC doing much. He shouldn't be beating Santana. But yeah, again, it's a wait and see thing, isn't it? Not the biggest fan of it, but they've TNA have earned the benefit of the doubt when it comes to their booking decisions. Well, Scott D'Amore certainly had. This new group, yeah, they need to earn my benefit. Need to earn the benefit of the doubt with these booking decisions. But okay, we move. Speaking of, we move. Next, we have 6-man tag team action with the Rascals and Kushida, just as Trey Miguel and Zachary Wentz, and Kushida teaming up against NXT's No Quarter Catch crew, the NQCCs, Charlie Dempsey, Miles Bourne, and Tavion Heights in 6-man tag action after last week when Miles Bourne popped up and helped Dempsey pick up the win against Wentz on Impact. So now we have 6-man tag action. Should be a really good match. I honestly don't know what else to say on this. I can see the NQCC winning, but because no one from NXT has won on apart from Charlie Dempsey. Charlie Dempsey is the first person from NXT to win on a TNA show. The NQCC, a really good faction, had a bit of ups and downs with different members, losing another member in Damon Kemp. Damon Kemp, if you watch NXT, then it might have a new member with Maddie Rankowski. Ren Sinclair. But I've got a feeling this one might go Slammiversary, and we get Wesley. Don't necessarily know if that's going to happen. I mean, I'm assuming we'll find out tonight, surely. Slammiversary is what, Saturday? Sunday for in the UK? I can see this going on. Be down for it. I would be down for it. Last week I was all about. There's no promotion here from NXT side of things. They're not promoting the matches that well. They're not doing a lot. But I'm stopping myself from overthinking it too much, and just deciding to enjoy it for what it is. Don't know how long it's gonna last, but I'm gonna enjoy it for what it is because this is huge. No matter which way you spin it, yes, the NQCC are probably, like, in terms of star power, they're the ones with the higher star power that NXT sent over. NXT sent over to TNA. But I don't know. I'm just gonna allow myself to enjoy it, without trying to think too far ahead. Although I don't want it to turn into another AEW situation. But credit where credit's due. It doesn't seem like it has. It seems very much an equal partnership. Obviously NXT, but again, NXT aren't necessarily better than TNA. NXT just have the WWE logo to back them. They have the WWE machine backing them and making the product what it is. NXT is not a third brand. It is developmental. They tried to make it a third brand and they lost all their star power to the main roster, proving that it's just developmental for them. Which is fair, but at the same time, the only reason NXT are as popular, have as many views as they do, one, they're on a better network, for the most part. Two, they've got the WWE backing, and starting off like there's going to be three things. But it's the WWE name. That's why people are watching NXT. But yeah, we have the NQCC versus the Rascals and Kushida. I'm going to go with the NQCC for a win to keep this going to Slammiversary. maybe the Rascals turn on Kushida, because it looks we have to be getting Gresham and Kushida at Slam. Yeah, I'm gonna say the Rascals and Kushida don't necessarily get on the same page, leading to an NQCC win. Next up, tag team title action. The World Tag Team titles are on the line. Eddie Edwards and Brian Myers of the System defend against the returning Hardys. Matt and Jeff Hardy back on TV, back wrestling in TNA for the TNA World Tag titles. Wow. I am excited for this one. I know people are shitting on it because it's the Hardys, they're too old. Who gives a fuck? Who cares? The Hardys are in TNA. People know that freaking name. They know that name. If you're a wrestling fan, you know who the Hardys are. Stop complaining about things. They're not winning it. They're not going to win the tag titles, are they? Because we would have seen it by now. Enjoy it. Like, so... Like, I get it when things need calling out, call them out. But when it's just two legends, they're going to put them over. They don't need to. They haven't won a match in I don't even know how long. Since joining AEW, they haven't won a match. Just enjoy what it's going to be, because it should be really fun. It's not like they're signed to permanent deals, is it? I mean, the talk is that they're done after these tapings. They won't be Slammiversary unless they are, which is cool because again, it helps pay-per-view buys. But enjoy this, because when are you gonna get to see the Hardys again? Just enjoy it. Anyway, rant over. Then Slammiversary. Have the main event segment. Slammiversary main event world title six-way elimination tag. Okay, Slammiversary World Championship 6-way elimination match, contract signing. I'm assuming this will be the main event segment, but yeah, I like contract signings. I do. I like them. I know a lot of people don't seem to like them. This could get interesting considering how many people there are, as to whether, like, how they're going to do it. If we're going off the NXT model of where it's just 4 and they each say something and sign the contract, like, I don't know. A 6-person contract signing should make for some very interesting moments. I don't really know what else there is on that one. Like, you've got, in case you aren't aware, competitors are TNA World Champion Moose, Frankie Kazarian, Nick Nemeth, Steve Macklin, Josh Alexander, and Joe Hendry. Yeah, I'm looking forward to the match. I like contract signings, but this one could get a little bit diluted. Like, it could be a lot of too many cooks and all that jazz. Should be fun. It's a contract signing. It's not going to go down well. It never does. Someone's going through a table. Maybe a few people are going through a table. Perhaps the system get involved and take everyone out. But hey, should make for an entertaining segment at least, and that's all we can hope for, right? Be entertained. Be entertained. That's all wrestling is about. And with that, we will call it a preview. I've been at M.I.C, of course. As I said, please follow me here, there, and everywhere. Go check out my previous videos. Let me know in the comments what you're looking forward to on tonight's show. Let me know your predictions for Slammiversary in the comments. Or maybe, yeah, you'll see Saturday morning, you'll get a preview and predictions of Slammiversary. Because if I do it tomorrow, then TNA will probably announce another match tonight. So, well, they've got to announce a few more because there hasn't really been that many announced. But they might announce match like tomorrow afternoon or something. Tomorrow, a bit earlier than scheduled, you'll get my review of this week's TNA Impact. As I said, go check out my other videos. I check out HCW show every Sunday-ish. Myself and Dan D. Breezy review NXT. But until next time, I've been the M.I.C. Goodbye, my friends.